So welcome back, and this time, hopefully, during this episode, may drop into two. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to be building a wagon in 7 1/4. It's one of the 17D kits. Here is what I'm aiming for. As you can see, it's the Loriot, and it's been sitting on my table for quite a while because I've been getting other jobs done first. I had hoped to get round to it before I started doing big heavy stuff in the workshop again. It was going to be my get back into the workshop project, but it didn't turn up in time for that. I'm going to do this as a quite good review, hopefully, of the kit, and I'll start off by saying, on the website it says 28 days for delivery approximately. It took a lot longer than that, and I didn't get much communication coming back from them to tell me what was going on and and that it was delayed. When I did contact them, they told me, oh, it's waiting for bits from the laser cutters, but that was already at the 28-day mark. So let's have a little look at the kit and see what's included and what we've got to do. So I suppose I'd better start by opening some boxes. Now, I don't know why I've opened that. Let's first of all have a look at here. Nicely packaged, nothing's coming out. The description of the packing list is just 1 7 1/4 Loriot. Lots of padding to stop things falling about. This box says wagon buffers. There we go. Nicely CNC machined by the look of it. And already assembled, ready to bolt straight into the wagon. So, 4 of them. I'm guessing this must be one of the hooks. Oh look, I was wrong. It's one of the axles. Already assembled. That'll be the other one. And what's in here? Axle boxes, and bearings. That's quite a loose fit in that axle box, so that's going to want some Loctite or something. And there's 4 axle boxes and 4 bearings in there, I hope. Yeah, another 3 bearings plus this one. And we've got springs. They'll be for the axle boxes. Right, that's just a bit of padding. And lastly, we have hooks with backing plates. the moment I don't see springs for them or a pin or something to go through the hole at the back. But that's not the end of the world. So that is the first bit. Now my hope for this is that, like I say, it's been a bit longer getting around to it than I'd hoped. My intention was to have it ready to take to Hemsby. However, Hemsby is this Friday and it is currently Sunday night. Now I am at work this week, so we'll see what that means in the brushes. Can I get it done? So, onto this box. Now Hemsby, not Hemsby, 17D, sorry, with these 7 1/4, with these wagon kits, they don't give you drawings, assembly instructions. However, they do apparently have a very good customer service to work it out properly. I'm already impressed because there's more than I was expecting. I was not expecting the woodwork. Yeah, that's the box empty. I was not expecting this planking, which goes on the top, but at a glance we have 2 buffer beams, the main frames, these sort of outrigger frames, and these. I would have expected some cross pieces, but it looks like that goes on the bottom, but I don't see any cross frames. I have built one of these in the past in 5-inch. That was quite some years ago now, and it has become my track cleaning wagon at the club. But I am going to leave you now. I'm going to check on the drawings and, check on the website, see the pictures on the website and see what should be there. But as you can see, there's lots of holes drilled, presumably for rivets, although I haven't seen any rivets supplied. So I guess they're for me to provide and supply. So it's not quite a complete kit. So just after I finished filming that, I sent an email to 17D. That was on Sunday night. Monday morning I had a reply sort of confirming everything that wasn't there and what was missing. And I must say, within 2 or 3 emails we had come to the bottom of everything that was missing, and I believe more or less there and then the new stuff had been sent out. Let's do this a bit better. So that was yesterday morning. It is now Wednesday, I've just got in from work and I had this parcel waiting for me. So I went and got changed and they've said replacement pieces. Don't agree they're replacements, but I am pleased with how quickly this all came through. Once again, plenty of packaging. And we've got this, and we've got this. So, what have we got? First of all, we have in this little bag here dummy springs. Then, let's put them in there. We have this, which is one horizontal stretcher, one cross stretcher, and another horizontal stretcher that goes behind the buffer beam, and that looks like a part of the dummy brake stuff. And that is doubled up, so we have two of them. And then over to the other little bag here. And we have the 5 transverse stretchers. So, next stage, I'll go in the workshop, cut all this fretwork up so that I've got a stack of things to weld together. I have ordered, and it depends how busy I get tonight as to whether I start assembling some of this, but I have ordered a massive bag of rivets which will go in all of these holes. Ideally they want to go in before I weld it all up, but yeah, I still haven't ruled out having this running for this weekend. So, next time I see you, I'll be in the workshop cutting this up. I'll probably just delicately with an angle grinder cut each fretwork, and then it'll be ready to weld together. I can start slotting it together and make sure it does work, does fit together. And then if I get far enough, I'll start welding it up. If I don't, then I will rivet it, put dummy rivets in all the holes before we weld it together. So, let's get on with that then. So that is halfway through, pretty much, or just over. And so far, so good. Yes, I've been using the angle grinder, and it's all gone pretty quick. But let me just show you a couple of spots where, in my mind, the design could be slightly better, or at least make it easier if you're going to use an angle grinder. Let me just show you. So this is still in the formation where it first got cut. And like I say, I'm living on a prayer, I'm halfway there. Most of the cuts went pretty easily and you could do them without making too much damage. But this cut here, and this cut here, and this cut here, as you can see on the uncut, it's here, and it's here where I've started to cut. Because these tabs are right next to the angle, it makes it difficult with something as aggressive as an angle grinder because of the radius of the wheel. If that tab was just slightly further up the buffer beam, you wouldn't be anywhere near that corner. And the same with this one. If that tab was moved slightly further up and that one slightly further up, it would make life a lot easier. As it is, I'm probably going to have to finish. I've gone part way through. I've either got to flip it over and finish it from the other side, or I've got to finish it with a saw, and I'm probably going to have to tidy that up. I mean, I'll tidy everything up really anyway with a file, but most of it I wouldn't really need to. But there we go. I'll finish this and then we'll see what's coming next. And that is that sheet cut. Okay, it wants a bit of filing up and some of the burrs taking off, but that's pretty good. As you see, this bottom edge, which goes on the bottom edge of the frame, it clips in nicely. There's a nice amount of clearance so that it fits nicely. But if I were to weld that now, it would make those rivets very difficult. So what I'm going to do, you see one of the sharp edges that's got to come off with a file. So I'm going to file off those rough edges. I'm going to get this lot cut up, see where I'm at. I'm going to slightly countersink one side of all the holes for the back of the rivets, and then hopefully tomorrow the rivets turn up and I can do all the riveting, put it together, weld it up, and it'll just go together. So that is everything cut and prepped, ready to weld together. But I have found some copper 332 rivets. So while I'm waiting for the other ones to turn up, I can make a start. I'll probably do all the riveting that's needed on the buffer beams, rivet all these plates on, and yeah, make a start. But first of all, I'll go along putting a slight countersink on everything. So as you saw, this main frame is now complete. I have also done one buffer beam, and I've started on the second, and that is where I ran out of rivets. I've got 3 left, but I'm halfway there through the riveting. Hopefully tomorrow the other rivets turn up and we can get it assembled. Get the rivets done on the other side. So I've still to countersink this one, but I'll get that done in a minute, and then we can hopefully rivets turn up tomorrow after work, get back out here, rivet the other side, and then we can weld it together. I will point out at this stage, you do need to be careful that the rivets go in the right side, because the main frames have this extra bracket on the end, on one end. So they are not universal. So you need to make sure the rivets stay on the outsides. Fortunately, I have done that so far. I haven't made the mistake and noticed it. I just thought I'd mention it to you. So that's all countersunk now, and I'm ready to rivet the other side, and I'm out of rivets. So I will be back tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it there because I've realised I've taken so much video that the episodes are going to be too long. So that's it for this time. We'll be back in a minute, or a minute for me, but a couple of days for you, with the next stage of building this Loriot. So thanks for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I've really enjoyed this build, but let's carry on with it next time. So see you soon.